So first of all, I would like to welcome all of you and thank you so much for joining us tonight. This is the Kickoff program for Do Space Code community. This is a new program, a new code community that we are starting from today. And this will be an around year program for 12 weeks cycle annually. So we have I don't know if you have seen this information online. We have all the information on our website on the page where we have decided all these sessions for 4 cycles. So the first cycle is for HTML, the second cycle is for WordPress, the third cycle is for SQL, and the fourth cycle is for JavaScript. So the first cycle will be starting from June 16th to September 1st, and this will be about HTML. But before I go into description, I would like to tell you about programs. And before I tell you about programs, I would like to tell something about myself. And guys, so if you have any question about this program or what are we going to do, for all the information that is on our website page, if you want, you can go there and look at the information. But if you have any specific question, you can ask me. So let's go ahead and I want to talk about something about myself before we go. So my name is Mohit. This is my picture on the right hand side. I'll be taking care of this two-space code community that will be starting from next week. So I'm a community learning specialist at DoSpace. I started working at DoSpace from September last year, and I do a program for kid coding. I also teach HTML and CSS. I also work with other code communities and some other programs too at DoSpace. And I have a Master of Arts degree in teaching, learning, and teacher education. I have worked with Dell computers. I have worked with HTML, WordPress, Java, and C++ for some time with Dell computers. And I also worked as a trainer for computer technical support for some other software companies too. So I have a lot of experience how to code in a community, how to code in a team, how to make sure that you are, tailoring your code according to your client's need. And I also have experience in making phone application and website applications and some other things too. Well, we have a question here. It says, will this course cover just basic or will cover advanced level? Well, this course will cover advanced level too, for sure. But let's go ahead and start talking about the program now. So this is the page here where we have all the information. If you want, you can go ahead and look at this page along me, or you can just write your questions if you have any in the chat box, and I'm going to answer you. So this is a all year self-paced informal alternative to Hello Code program. So most of you know about Hello Code program that we have been doing for years. So this is like a meetup group. This is a community where we do not teach you necessarily like I teach in my HTML and CSS class, but on the contrary, we will provide you some lessons plan. So we will provide you some videos and we'll also provide you some practice. So we will just give you some resources to practice your HTML. So you can practice every week your HTML. So we have a different topic for every week. Let me go through the lesson plan here. I'm going to talk about this. So the lesson plan is on the lesson 1, we have basic page layout. So we'll talk about how, I'm going to give you some introduction to some videos and some practice on maybe on YouTube videos or, W3 schools practice. So we'll talk about how basic page layout works in HTML. So you guys can practice it and you can come to me, or we will come as a group and we will talk to each other that what did we learn about basic page layout, and we will talk about to everyone and ask if they had any problem while setting up a page. And they can come up with all the projects they have done. They can come up with, if they have any questions, they can come up with, if they are stuck with at some point of time with working on um, the basic layout pages. Pretty much like this, we have second lesson we have for second week is different tags, where we'll talk about different tags in HTML, are doing different projects. And then we have making paragraphs and list, how you can make paragraphs and lists in HTML, attaching other links and pages, creating comments, attaching images, and creating HTML forms. So to answer your question, Basim, is that we are going to go start from a very basic thing in HTML, how to go with basic page layout, and we will go to advanced thing, which is how we can create HTML forms in HTML, and also how we save data with SQL Server with HTML forms. Yeah, thank you so much. So if you want to see the lesson plan that I just discussed, you can click here. You can go to this URL right here, stospace.org/programs/DSCC/, and you can click on this lesson plan here. We have finalized for lesson plan for our HTML tentative cycle, which will be June 16 to September 1. So every week, what are we going to do is Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. We will come as a group for all of us, and all of you, you can talk about what kind of projects you have been working on, what kind of basic page layout. For example, if I see for lesson one, for week one, we will talk about, I would advise you to go through the videos that we have on the basic page layout information in our lesson plan, and then go through all the practice that we have for you. So go through all of them, and then we will come as a group and we will talk about what did you learn? If you had any problems, where did you stuck in your code? What was your code as a wrong code that you saw, that was not working for you? And then Sublime Text is another application where you can practice the code. We have this information at the end of the page here, where it says where to practice your new skills. So it's Glitch, Sublime Text. We have also linked those to those applications. So I would really advise you to go through one of these applications and choose one of them. So I have a question here, which is, are you teaching all the classes? So I don't know if you can join late us here. So this is a community, like a meetup organization, meetup group. I will not teach you all the classes, but I will give you resources to learn about all the topics all the information that we have here, where it says find cycle one plan here. So you can click on this one and you will see there's information, there's a PDF file, and it talks about lesson one, basic page layout, and there's an introduction. So this has been linked to different videos, videos from Khan Academy, introduction to HTML, different resources, maybe PDF files, and then how do you practice them. So you can go, so these are the resources for you for here to learn by yourself. So this is a self-learning, self-paced community meetup group. And this is a very informal or alternative way to Hello Space do is Hello Code. So we will just perform a platform you to casual learner to gain coding experiences. So you can just go through all these resources we have in this PDF file, and then you can do some practice, and then we will every Tuesday we will meet as a group and we will talk about what did you learn about the big questions, that what did you learn, were you able to do practice, were you able to write code by yourself, were you stuck somewhere. So I'm taking questions as I getting the questions at chat. So there's a question from Sandy, and she's asking, I am completely new to coding. Am I too much of beginner for this group? Not at all. Cindy, you are at the right place. But if you want, you can attend one of my classes. I teach Introduction to HTML and CSS every first Saturday at 2 p.m. So you can join us next Saturday. Can you turn up the input volume? Let me see. Well, my volume is at maximum too. Sorry, Jennifer, my volume is at maximum. Maybe you want to go to control panel of your computer and see what's the volume there. So you can increase volume from there. So you just go here. If you see my computer, type here control panel, go to control panel, go to settings, go to volume and see if the volume is decreased. Then you can increase the volume from there. I also do tech help support, so I can tell you how to increase volume in your computer. Yeah, perfect, Cindy. Yes. So as I was saying, you can go to the lesson plan from HTML PDF file that we have here. And then I would advise you to watch all the videos, use all the resources, go through all the files. And then, I will also advise you to use one of these applications. So at the end of the page, we have this application here. I personally use Sublime Text. So you can use Sublime Text if you want. It's a free application. You don't have to pay anything. And you can practice your HTML code before you come to the class. And then after we are here as a group, we will talk about what did you learn from the resources, and if you had any problem, going through those resources, and if you what did you learn, and if you had any problem going following the resources, and if you are stuck at any of the code activity that you were doing. And having said that, I would also like to tell you that we will do this every workshop on every Tuesday as a group. So I would advise all of us to answer the questions if they have. For example, if one of us they have answer to one specific question, if one is not able to get the some kind of code or any line of code or any was not able to find the tags, so you are always welcome to answer those questions. I am very I believe in fact that if you help others and if you make a community and if you code together in a team, it always help you to learn better things, and you can learn with from other mistakes too. So there's a weekly participant will have to opportunity to join an online meeting to discuss what they have been working on. So I'm just reading this for information. It's right here. You can read this information, or I'm just reading it for you. Weekly participants will have the opportunity to join an online meeting to discuss what they have been working on, what issues they have run into, meet other participants, ask questions, and create the community aspect that Do Space Code community is trying to attain. Meeting will take place online Tuesday 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. Meeting room link is below. Okay, so and then if you go further, scroll down this page, there is link to join the Zoom meeting here. So it's a self-based, self-learned activity, uh, and then all of this information is on this page. If you want, I can copy this link and I can send this in the chat box for all of us so that everyone has access to this. It's in your chat box now, so you can click on this and you can hi Jennifer, I hope you can hear us better now. So this is the all information here. You can just go through and read the information. And some of the people they were curious about what is the age limit. So people, this is the group for 18 plus. But if you are not for 18 years of age, and if you're below 18, you can join it with one of your parent or one of your guardian who is with you and they are above 18. I don't mind joining them here, so they can also come and they can learn all the information and then go through all the resources. So I would say the best way to do is, for example, if we are meeting, next week at 6:30 p.m., I would advise you to go through the lesson plan for the next week. It's already there for first cycle for HTML for 12 weeks. So go through the first set of information, watch all the videos. If you are not able to understand any of this, I'm going to write here my email address so you can reach out to me. I can help you with more resources. It's mmohit@dospace.org. I'm writing this in the chat box right now. So if you are not able to follow the resources and if you are not able to understand anything, you can write me an email on this email address and I'll get back to you. I may provide you more resources or I may find something more more information for you online so that you can go through this and you can understand all of this information. And I would also advise you to go through and practice your code on Sublime Text before Tuesday, and then join us on Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. to come up with all of your questions you may have. And we would have 1 hour to listen to you and talk about what did you learn, what problem did you run into, and what did not work for you, what worked for you, and if you want to what you should learn about, what you should not, what you should remember in code, what you should not remember, because you get all the information online available. So we'll talk about all the things lesson by lesson. uh, as you see, the lesson plan is on our PDF file here. So just go through and practice on Sublime Text, and then we will, come up as a group, and we can talk to each other. And then I would also allow. So how this would work is like I would allow people to talk if someone wants to answer. So you can write your questions in the chat box, but if someone were to answer, I would allow them to to talk so that they can answer their question and they can talk to the group. And also, for some of the questions we may not be able to answer because of the time, or maybe it is, yes, Cindy, Sublime Text is for both Mac and PC. So just go to, uh, download link. You're welcome. Go to any browser, just type download Sublime Text, or go to Apple Store, find Sublime Text, and then just download. And then some of the version may be paid, but I don't mind if you are getting free version. Just get a version which is not the newest one. You don't have to worry about this. So just get which is free and mostly available for you. So just keep working and practicing. Yeah, so I was saying, I may not be able to answer or acknowledge all of the questions that we get in every session. So I would take the questions and I would walk them on through the week, and then I will answer you in your emails, or we will just do it in the next session as we meet on Tuesdays. So this is how this two space code community is going to work, and we are going to do HTML for first 12 weeks, and then we have more programs to be here. Then we have WordPress. WordPress is also a very powerful tool to make websites. Most of the companies and most of big software companies and freelancers, they have been using WordPress. So we'll also make a lesson plan for you for WordPress, and then pretty much go through the same routine of practicing and going through how do we work on this and helping each other, making a community and helping each other and practicing with each other and trying to learn more and more. So the idea behind all of this is to learn more and more and to make a project by your own. So, I have designed HTML lesson plans in a way that they build on one on another. So we start from very basic and we go to complex. And right in the end, when you go complex, you can design a page which has the most complex part in the lesson. And you can also, include the basic part. So they have designed in a way that you can just make a very complex page with all the things that you learn in those 8 weeks. So you can create very nice website or web pages or a project, and then maybe in the end for 1 week we can do like a presentation for all of our uh, you know two space code community members to show, so that they can showcase their project and they can show us what they have been working on and what they like the most and what they had most trouble with and what they have suggestions for other people. So this was all about do space code community information. I think I have covered pretty much all about it, and there's information on this page. where you can see on the screen, and it's also in your chat box. I will wait here for questions. Please write me if you have any doubt, any questions. Yes, Cindy, thank you so much. I'm excited too. This is my first time. I mean, I teach HTML, but then I just teach basic thing once in a month. But now this is a program where we're going to learn new things, and we are going to build every week from the previous week what we have learned. So you can be very creative with this, and you can put your time and efforts, all of us, and then we can make some very nice, good looking projects. Thank you so much. So I'm here for more questions if you have. Any question if you can think about this. Well, pretty much we have all information on this page. Looks like we have 29 attendees. So this is going to be a very big and nice group, and I'm very excited. I'm very excited. So I would just, suggest you to, just practice, watch the videos, practice in W3 schools. Also, I would like to talk about w3school.com. So I'm going to write this here in the chat box. This is a free application, guys. You don't have to pay anything, and you don't even have to install this. This run in the browser. I'm going to show you on my screen here. So this runs in the browser. As you can see, it's Learn HTML, and they have all the languages. They have not all of them. I mean, they have so many languages here you can learn. So if you want to learn HTML, click on Learn HTML here. And this is a free application. It runs in browser. You don't even have to download. So if you are, for example, if you want to learn the basic page layout here, you go here and you go click example, you read about this, you see how does it look, and you can click on try it yourself. And when you click on try it yourself, it is going to give you two windows. It is going to give you one window on the right and one window on the left. So on the left, it's going to show you the code, and on the right, it's going to show you if you run this code, how does it going to work. So this is also a very great place to practice your coding and learn about coding. And then if you go back here, there's all things you can practice here. So just find out what do you want to learn that week, specific week, and go to that specific heading, do some practice, learn about the coding, watch some videos which I have in the lesson plan, then watch some similar videos if you want to watch more on YouTube, and then practice in Sublime Text, and then get ready for the week meeting at Tuesday 6:30, so that we can discuss and we can see what did you learn, and what did what do you want to talk about, how you want to go from there. So this is going to help you a lot here. And Cindy, yeah, Cindy has a question for us that she's completely new. So Cindy, if you're going to follow the lesson plan, watch the videos, practice on W3 schools, like I just showed you on my screen here, and then practice it on Sublime Text, you are good to go. You don't have to worry. It'll be very easy for you. I'm gonna put some more resources and keep updating the lesson plan, and then you can also reach out to me if you have any questions about practicing or more resources. You're welcome. Thank you so much for joining us, Kai. Looks like I have a question here. Nick says he is new as well. Nick, well, it goes same for you as I explained it for Cindy or for all of us. If you are new, you don't have to worry. Just do not, get afraid from this. It's very easy. It's not tough, but you just have to. But it's a very, steep learning curve in the starting. It may feel it's very alien language to you, but you just have to watch the videos. I would advise you to start from watching the video from the lesson plan, watch it 2 times or 3 times if you do not understand anything, and then go to W3 schools and practice, and then also go to Sublime Text and practice, and then get ready, for the weekly meeting, and just join us meeting and ask us questions if you have. And looks like, I know some of the people, they have been coming to my classes for HTML and introduction classes, and I know they have been practicing. So I would advise them, and I would suggest them to answer our new beginners when we will do our weekly meetings, so that they can also practice. And all of us as a group, as a team, as a community, we can see that what problems people run into when they are new to coding, or they are just beginner, or they just started, or what common mistakes do you do, when do you learn. So we will talk about all those things, and we will try to answer all of them. Looks like I Yeah, Nick, thank you. You're welcome, Nick. Yes, I'm gonna yeah, I think we have one more chat option here. Let me see. Yes, you're welcome. I'm looking forward to learning too. Yes, it's all at your pace. Just take your time. Just try to, see if you can watch videos and do some practice before you come on Tuesdays, and then we will talk about it. It's a very good resource, guys. And then I'm so happy and I'm so excited to start this. And then maybe we can make a team and we can design some big project in the end. I can assign some things and we can make a very big, good looking website. And then we will also try to find free resources. There are so many open educational resources here. I don't want anyone to buy anything or any subscription. So we're just going to learn. Yes, you're welcome, Michael. Thank you so much. Yes. Yeah, it will be great. I'm excited. You're welcome. Well, thank you so much for joining me, guys, tonight. Well, I just wanted to this was just a kickoff session. So we just wanted to talk about all the information we have and what would be, seeing in the coming Tuesday. Perfect. You're welcome. Have a good night. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. I'm gonna end this session now. I'm gonna see you next Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. You have the Zoom link and you have all the information. And please watch all the videos. Please do some practice. And then we are going to meet here and we are going to talk about what did you learn, what problems did you see. And then if I'm going to see if our people who have been working on this, if they can give us advice, and I'm going to share more resources with you. Well, thank you so much for joining us, guys. Have a good night. I'm going to see you next week, Tuesday.